Hey everyone, welcome back. Lately, I've been seeing a lot of talk about a Domino Dreams method that claims you can get unlimited stars and coins. People say it works on both Android and iPhone and only takes a few minutes with no extra tools needed. But honestly, I've seen enough of these easy tricks to know most of them don't really go anywhere. So I decided to test it myself and record everything from start to finish. Let's see if my stars and coins actually change, or if it's just another overhyped method. Before trying anything, I wanted to check my account so I could compare the results later. After checking everything, I started following the instructions that were being shared online. The first thing I needed was my player ID. You probably know that every account has its own unique ID. I opened the profile section and found mine within a few seconds. Since it's an important part of the process, I made sure to save it before moving on. Nothing unusual here so far. Pretty standard. So I opened my browser and checked out the site people were talking about. At first glance, it looked really simple. Nothing complicated, just a clean, mobile-style layout. There weren't many options to click through, and it definitely seemed designed with phone users in mind. I searched for Domino Dreams, opened the page tied to the method, and followed the steps it showed. At this point, I was still just curious to see where the whole thing would lead. After that, I was asked to enter a few account details. The main thing required was the player ID that I had copied earlier. There was also an option to select the platform I was playing on. Once everything was filled in correctly, I continued to the next screen. The site then displayed a loading animation and started showing various connection messages. It looked like the system was processing something in the background. Of course, whether any of that was actually happening is impossible to know just by looking at the screen. A few moments later, I reached the section where I could choose the amount of resources. There were several different options available. For the purpose of this test, I selected one of the larger amounts because it would be easier to notice if anything changed later. After making the selection, I continued and waited for the process to finish. The loading screen ran for a little while before moving on to the final stage. Before the process could be completed, there was one more requirement. The site asked for a verification step. This seems to be pretty common with sites that make these kinds of claims. I'd already completed this step while preparing to record the video, so I won't be doing it again. I followed the instructions and completed the process. So, let's skip to the most interesting part, the final result, and see what would happen. All right, now for the moment everyone's waiting for. Once everything was done, I closed everything and jumped back into Domino Dreams. First thing I did was open my account and check the stars and coins. And surprisingly, the balance was already updated right away. No reload, no waiting, no extra steps. It just appeared instantly. Honestly, that's the part that caught me off guard the most. And that's the complete test. Now, you've seen the full test from beginning to end, so you can make your own opinion about it. If you've ever tried something similar before, let me know your experience in the comments below. I'd be interested to hear whether your results were different. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more mobile gaming hack tests and experiments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.